Hello and welcome to the 59th, I almost said 58th, 59th episode of the Gochuucast. And a time-old tradition that we've been doing since we started the podcast. This will be the obligatory seasonals episode, so we can sit back and we don't have to think about things to talk about. We can just prattle on about the good, the bad, the ugly. Maybe it'd be good. We've never like done it in like an order or anything. So maybe we could go good, bad, ugly.
We could. I mean, that's kind of. I feel like how we usually do it is it's just an order of what we see, which isn't an order, but it's like I just get
order it by my anime list rating. That's the only way.
Exactly.
That's the only way you can actually get from good, bad,
The problem being, I've only one of these is finished. I mean, I have an opinion of all of them by this point, but I think
I'm catching up on boomer anime, so I don't have much of an opinion. But I do have an opinion on Oshinoko, which I guess we'll get to at the end. But I feel like we've talked about that a lot as well. So
no, certainly we haven't mentioned it every episode.
Yeah. I'm saying, dude. I mean, for a reason. So
yeah. But this time we're obligated to talk about it because it was part of the season. So
yeah.
Yeah. I guess starting with fuck it, let's just get it out the way. We're gonna start with the good. Let me.
Yeah.
Put this bitch to my anime only.
Yeah, Konosuba spinoff. The good.
Alright, anyway. Oshinoko, obviously, we talked about it like 20 quadrillion times. I don't even know if we really have to like go over anything at this point. It's
a banger, bro. It's a banger.
Yeah, it's a bit of a banger. We're all simple for it. There's not much more we need to say.
Only 2 episodes left, right? Yeah.
If somehow you listen to us and you haven't watched Oshinoko, just go watch Oshinoko. And don't continue listening because we are probably littered with spoilers.
Yeah. Wait, is the last episode? It's not a long episode, right? The last episode is just probably going to be normal.
Yeah,
right?
just normal length.
Yeah, I think it's normal.
Should be.
I wonder if season 2 will start with a long episode again. Probably not, but
no, I severely doubt it.
Yeah.
I think Demon Slayer has a long final episode.
Yeah, it's like 70 minutes or some shit.
70?
Yeah, allegedly. It might. I don't know if it's like a 70-minute slot or because I've seen like both. I guess I'll find out when the episode airs, but I don't know. 70 minutes of Demon Slayer. I'm see if I can endure. Anyway, I'm kidding.
Is it torture?
No, it's not torture. It's I don't know. I already didn't care for Demon Slayer, and this is like a meh arc for multiple. I don't know. It's just more Demon Slayer.
Okay, understandable.
But yeah, in terms of other good things, I would say, fuck, maybe we should have just done whatever the fuck order, dude. Because I don't have anything like rated, obviously, so it's kind of like all over the place.
There's nothing that we can like reference.
Is that Konosuba one actually supposed to be good? It's just what's her name, Megamin or whatever?
Megamin.
It's like just her, right? Yeah.
It's like based around her.
Like Konosuba, and it sounds mid, but I don't actually know if it was any good.
It was pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't say I was particularly. It's like I already hate
everybody's waifu.
I hate the Chunibyo like character arc or character archetype. And for like the first, I don't know. There's not a single likable character in that show. There's nothing to. I don't know, dude. It's just I can't even explain it without going over all the insane bullshit that happens. That I don't know. The comedy is all based around how unlikable all these characters are. And it just gets old, especially when all the characters in this spin-off are even more unlikable than the ones in the real Konosuba.
Only focused on one, right? So it's probably even more concentrated.
Yeah, because also is this with her village? So they're all like the crazy.
She like starts in her village, so there's like a lot of crazy Chunibyo people. Like there's some funny bits in there. Like spoilers for the Konosuba spinoff, but like one of the episodes there's like an attack on their village from like some monsters and they kill them immediately. It's like, oh well, the village barely got touched, but because they wanted to make it more dramatic, the like village elders just exploded their own town and acted like there's nothing they could do to stop or prevent it. I thought that was pretty goofy, but other than that, it's like most of it's like literally their whole school, their whole training regimen is like based around them being like chuny. It's so dumb. Like Megumin brought her cat in the class and the teacher's like, what the fuck are we doing here? and she's like, "Oh, it's my familiar," and she had like,
Okay.
yeah, it's basically if you can give enough bullshit of enough bullshit of an excuse, then it does, anything flies, I guess. But yeah, no, I was not too big of a fan of the Konosuba spin-off.
Witches having familiars is pretty canon, right? So.
But yeah, no, it was kind of meh.
Yeah, that's about the impression that I've gotten from it. I don't mind base Konosuba, but I definitely don't like the Megumin character type to begin with. So it's like that's a
Yeah,
little
she
bit
annoys me. I don't know.
Yeah, you watch like part of a movie.
Yeah, that one movie was enough for me to not like the characters. So I don't think I would ever willingly endure 12 episodes of it. I'm good. I'm a hater. I'm a big hater.
This is technically the longest Konosuba season because season 1 and 2 are both 10 episodes. Unfortunately, this was 12.
So okay, I didn't know that actually.
We have one more episode of this left.
Great. Okay, have fun with that, I guess.
I won't. Anyway, I guess back to Demon Slayers. Like, man, we lightly touched on it after talking about Oshinoko. It was alright. It's not over yet, but maybe something crazy will happen in the last episode. I've already read the source material, so I don't particularly care about anything upcoming. It's just a matter of how cool are they going to make the fight. Which, I don't know, this has been pretty underwhelming season, even for Demon Slayer standards. Like, I don't know.
This is, how do I put it? From reading the source material, I haven't watched the season yet, but I have read the source material. This arc is just not my favorite, and I can't exactly place why, because it doesn't feel like a bad arc. It's just kind of, I think the Entertainment District arc I liked more. I think Mugen Train I liked more. I think the arcs preceding this I like more. So it kind of just feels like average sandwich in between.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing to draw you. It feels like not a filler arc, but it feels much less important for some reason. I don't know. I just don't care about what's happening. Typical Demon Slayer fashion. The one plus I will give this season is that Zenitsu is not a part of it, and that makes it infinitely more watchable than any other season of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess Entertainment was fine because he's like asleep literally the entire time, but I don't know. Anything without Zenitsu is a big plus. But continuing on the Shonen train, I guess, Hell's Paradise, not like the grandest production quality ever, especially from Mappa standards, but it's been fine. And I've generally enjoyed it. I think I made a video on it, I guess, that goes over my general thoughts about it. But I don't know. It's fine.
Isn't the manga really popular? I feel like I've heard a lot of people reading this.
I don't know about really popular. I mean, popular enough probably, but it's not like a gigantic,
really
not like a giant series. But it's been interesting. There's been, I don't know. It's people are like, it's like an enjoyable thing to watch, but I don't know if it's like. Some people have criticized the pacing, which I think is fine, but I don't read the source material, so maybe it's not. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I can't judge about it that other people can because I haven't read it, and I don't know if I will read it. So maybe one day if it doesn't like get any more seasons or anything.
Have you guys seen this show? Where is it? I just had it open. It's like a music one. Aono Orchestra. Do you guys like music anime? I'm surprised I haven't seen any because I was like in band as a kid and like I played the piano and stuff like that, and I just feel like I haven't seen one, and I'm just like surprised.
I know some people we know are like Luca is watching it,
yeah.
but I'm personally not. I don't not like too big into the music anime. Like I'm actually watching. It'll be a conversation for another day, but I started Hibike Euphonium. From
Dude, I used to play the Euphonium in band. That's a fun fact about me.
Yeah.
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 EBK is great. I love EBK.
I haven't seen the show, but I played the Euphonium. Yeah.
All right. Well, time for you to join the season 3 cast.
I guess I better watch this if I played it. I mean, I've heard of it. Like, obviously, I've heard of the anime, but it's just like Yeah, just a random instrument. It's not even like that popular of an instrument. It's just weird. But is it good so far? You started it, right?
Yeah, I'm only 3 episodes in, so
Okay, fair
I
enough.
can't say much.
No conclusion
I
yet.
can say much.
You're a big fan?
It's probably top 20 for me.
Holy. Okay.
Um, I don't know. I haven't done a ranking in a while. I think the last time I did a ranking was before I watched the movie for it. Did the last few episodes of season 2. So I don't know exactly where in the top 20 is. It's probably closer to 10 than 20, but I don't necessarily off the top of my head know if I would put it top 10. But it's very good. I
Yeah.
like it a lot. I'm excited for more stuff.
I've liked what I watched so far, so we'll see.
Okay.
It'll probably be like more of a slow burn than anything that I go through.
I think that's a good way to watch it. Because I don't want to say it's boring, because it's not. But I think the content of just like concert band and high school girl like interactions and stuff like that is something that is not as bingeable as like Monkey Shonen, right?
Yeah.
What show?
Speaking of Monkey Shonen, we have Mashal, which I don't hate Mashal. I don't know if it's hard to say that I like it. It's like a 7 out of 10 show. I hated the first episode, genuinely, but after that, it took itself infinitely less seriously than it did in the first episode, and it's just so absurdly stupid that it's kind of charming in a way. There's still times it tries to like take itself seriously. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, whatever, move on. Let me see like what stupid way he can pretend that he actually has magic next. But I don't know. It's been generally enjoyable, but not something like I would ever go read probably.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it sounds potentially kind of funny, but I really have no interest in watching it, to be honest. Which is fine. I don't have to watch it. I'm not gonna. If you told me it was like a good show and really funny, I'd believe you. But
There's nothing to like keep interest besides like I don't drop it. This is like if I drop things, I probably would have, not out of hate for the show, but just out of lack of interest. But I still watch it like it's generally enjoyable. It's just nothing that I'm gonna forget about this anime one day because there's nothing memorable about it. It's just goofy. I will say it does reuse some jokes, probably way too much. Like this motherfucker mentions cream puffs at least 10 times an episode. I'm like, okay, move on. We get it. You like cream puffs, all right. I don't know. It can be. It's like when it hits, it's pretty funny, but it can miss pretty hard a lot of the time as well.
yeah, I can see that. Especially if it's using bits too often, which probably is an adaptation issue also.
Yeah.
Because it's like if they're doing the bit every chapter and you're adapting 2 to 3 chapters an episode, if you're doing the bit all 3 of those times, then it gets old very quick. But a chapter a week doing the bit might not be as egregious feeling.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't really enjoy watching Grand Blue, at least the beginning of Grand Blue, that much. Because I felt like it probably would have been better in manga form for me to like slowly read through this instead of like sitting through a lot of repeated jokes in a whole episode, especially because I binged the series with other people. So I was getting overloaded with the general same comedy. Not that it was really my comedy to begin with, so that also didn't help, but
yeah.
But yeah, no, Mashal, it's aight. It's aight.
Like that.
Talked about this show plenty, but Yamada 999 is probably my favorite thing that's not Dr. Stone or Oshinoko this season, because those two are kind of in like a different tier for me, because I've read Dr. Stone and Oshinoko. It's Oshinoko.
Yeah. I'll see how these last 2 episodes go. I've liked it.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable thing to watch. I like Inori Minase, so her being the lead helps. It's definitely like a different type of role for her, because usually it's like distinctively Inori, but this time it's much more subtle, even if you can still like tell it's her. But
it's nice. It's comfy.
yeah.
It is a pretty good adaptation. I read through the manga from chapter 1.
The web
When I
manga.
read through, it's pretty close adaptation. Like, I was fairly happy about that because I was like, well, I'm glad I took the time to read through all of this. But honestly, the anime kind of covered it.
Yeah.
Wait, so for like web mangas, how do they actually like? I mean, I assume when they say web manga, it's just completely online, right?
Yeah. Well, I
Yes.
read the.
I mean, I guess
I don't know if it. Yeah, I assume it was the web manga. I
Yeah.
just found it. I have an app that has a bunch of manga and stuff on it, and I just
Okay.
found it on there.
There's no physical. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can see like how it'd be originally on online, but I don't know if they just like if it gets popular enough, do they make a physical version of it? But maybe not. Yeah.
I don't think they generally do, but it's
Yeah.
probably
Figured.
not unheard of.
Okay, makes sense. I was just curious
There-
because I mean I've seen manga obviously, but like web manga is like not something I've like, yeah, not like
Because I
interacted
think
with and consumed ever. I don't think.
I think even the same tier as like web comics in the U.S.
Yeah.
They
Yeah. Okay.
obviously are different. Those are usually like a weekly fun thing, as
Mhm.
opposed to like a whole cohesive story. But
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I was just curious because I'd never seen like web manga, so yeah, fair enough. Just online.
Yeah. I guess while we're on the top of romance, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a run here. I've got a few. Tonikaku season 2 ends in a couple weeks. I guess after tomorrow, then it'll have a week left. They're ending generally where I thought they would, and we have. I don't know if it was. I think I saw a visual for it, so I guess it was technically officially announced. I just didn't see it. But there's gonna be like a 4-episode OVA thing, which probably means we're gonna get season 3. Which season 3 is gonna have some great content, so I'm excited for that. But
Tonikaku really runs the OVAs, because they had a couple OVAs before season 2, also, right? They had one.
I know they at least had one. I want to say they had 2. I'm pretty sure they had 2.
Yeah.
'Cause they
now
had-
that I go, I do see 2.
Yeah, because they had the uniform one, and then and then they had the phone one. Okay, yeah, they had 2, which is nice. I like as much content as possible to get adapted. Because I feel like season 1 kind of went maybe a little fast, but maybe not as much with 2. It's been a while since I've read any of these chapters, way far back, like well over 100 chapters back. But yeah, season 2's been enjoyable. I'd say probably more so than 1, even. I don't know. It's just a series I enjoy. The manga bias, I guess. There's probably no way I would have hated the adaptation unless they like really fucked it up.
They messed it. Yeah.
Yeah. But next up, The Dangers of My Heart. I really didn't like the show when it first started because the main character was a bit of a creature, but then he stopped being a creature and it got infinitely better.
We love that for him.
Yes.
Creature.
I've really not heard anything about it outside of stuff that you've said. I see promo art. For some reason, it gets advertised on my social medias, but
Yeah, I mean, it's relatively popular. Yeah, I mean, it's generally like, yeah, the beginning was a bit rough for me. I could not get behind the main character.
Reading the premise, I can see why. Like, yeah,
he's
it's
like
a little
he's like a little edgelord goober, and then he's just, I don't know, just kind of like stops. I don't even know what, I don't have it. The author probably like looked at their own works like, fuck, maybe, you know what, maybe I don't need to do this. And every now and then maybe like gets brought up, and now it's like it's just completely gone, and they're like interacting like normal people, and so I can enjoy it for what it is now. I think season 2 got leaked, so that's cool. That'll be a thing eventually, which I'm fine with. It's not something I'm like I dread watching every week. So like saw like 7.5 maybe. Continuing once again, I got like what 2-3 more of these bitches. I don't even know if this counts really as a romance, but then there's romantic tension, I guess. They're like fucking 5th graders, so it doesn't really matter. My Clueless First Friend. It's I feel like I'd enjoy it infinitely more as a manga, because I swear to God, it's a lot of the same stuff every time, and it's cute, but it's not like I don't know, it's nothing profound. It's like a decent level of cute, but it really fucking hits a certain thing over the head. Like, the kind of like premise is that this girl is isolated from her class because she's a bit gloomy, and so everyone just like called her the Grim Reaper. It's like, oh, if you get near her, she's got like a curse, like fucking like the cheese touch or cooties on fucking steroids. And it just gets annoying after a while. Like, yeah, okay, like Sheen, this is the 7th time you called her the Grim Reaper and made fun of her in this episode, and, you know, we can move on now. It's been like slowly her making more friends. It's cute. It's not something I'm gonna go read. It's not something I complain about if it got a season 2. It's just kind of there. I have no complaints about watching it. I actually watched 3 episodes of it today because I was behind on it. Yeah,
I meant to watch some seasonals today, but I fell asleep, so
understandable.
it did not happen yet. Because there are a few I'm behind on. That I want to talk about, like Blue Orchestra. I keep meaning to watch. I haven't gotten around to it. I've heard some of the music. The music's pretty good. I need to get around to it because it has 2 cores, and I'm already almost a core behind. So
The classic. Continue on the romance train. Fucking, I have way too many of these fucking things this season.
Big romance guy.
The Goddess of Terrace Cafe, or whatever the fuck. Cafe Terrace and its goddesses. All right, there we go. I think I talked about this in another episode where I'm like, I thought I was going to hate this, but then it got better. So I think we brought up tropes. A lot of the characters were extremely tropey in like the first couple episodes, but then it got a lot better.
I think I saw the trailer for this. I can tell.
Yeah, but it's fine now. It's not like peak fiction or anything, but it's something I can pick a horse and get behind.
Scratches the hair image.
The hair image.
Originally, I was planning to watch it, and then this season happened, and I got really busy. And so there are still a few things that I have on my list that I either, haven't started, obviously, or am behind on. But that was one that I was just like, I can deal with shedding a show or 2. So I'm going to take this off of the plan to watch for now.
Yeah. I guess before we move on to the next romance, Riho is best girl. I'm sure someone here, aka Mars, is gonna have his own opinion. I don't know what his opinion is, but if it's the same as mine, great. If it's different, then depends on the character. Anyone but on me. Anyway, moving on to the next romance on the fucking gauntlet we got going on here. Kubo came back, which
Kubo has been. I mean, it's just more Kubo.
It's just more Kubo. Nothing we hadn't talked about like the last time we did this, I guess, technically. But I mean, it's one of my favorite mangas. It's cute. I don't know. The last episode that I watched, episode 11, which was like really randomly well directed. Like, I don't know, didn't need to go that hard for a Kubo episode, but I get it. I'm not complaining. But the last romance, I think. Hold on. Yeah.
I have contribution as well after this. So.
The last one that I have on my gauntlet here is Insomniacs After School, which I fucking adore, and I like the manga a lot too. I got spoiled on it, and so I'm like, alright, fuck it, whatever, manga time. Guess I'm just not gonna let the season finish. The Instagram classic of showing me manga panels that are extremely important. But it's a great romance. I love it so much. The chemistry between the main characters. It's an interesting little premise, I guess. It tugs on the heartstrings because I can't. I'm not anywhere near as bad as they are with their sleep, but there are definitely nights that I can relate to their struggle, their toil. But it's just and it's well produced as well. It's a really good romance anime that I highly recommend to anyone looking for some romance to watch.
Fair enough. Well, I have my contribution to the romance hour. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion. I don't have too much to say about this. It's fun. I like the characters a lot. It has that manhwa kind of like jumpiness to it.
Yeah.
Where the story is kind of, it's not that it's hard to follow, it's almost like it's missing information at times.
Yeah.
Has information been cut from the manga? That could be it, right?
It's possible. Manhwas kind of progress at that pace, so it's possible it could be an adaptation thing.
Oh, it is a manga. Okay, yeah.
it just is kind of jumpy because like God of High School was another manga adaptation I remember that felt like really jumpy. It would kind of just go from event to event, and you would just have to fill in what happened in between. But it's been very good. I think the characters are fun because they don't feel they feel multi-dimensional, um, which isn't always a problem in anime. But I do think it's nice to watch an anime and know, like, oh yeah, these are like complicated characters just from the get go, and not feel like it's just like a single trope or something.
Yeah, I think I've seen them high up on like the Any Trends couples voting thing. Maybe I'm insane.
Any trends couples voting? What's
Yeah,
They
that?
like
also,
the like those top 10
yeah,
stuffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those
they are
things.
a fun, they are a fun couple dynamic. Um, I won't say
Oh,
too much
these.
about
Okay,
that
yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
because there's a lot of circumstances around their characters being involved with each other, and that's all plot relevant stuff. But they're a fun couple dynamic. Um, it's not really romance, but I guess it kind of counts. I've also been watching The Aristocrats' Otherworldly Adventure, serving gods who go too far.
That's the entire
Yeah,
title.
I saw like the art or whatever before you all started an episode when I watched like Yamada and the Pokemon episode with you and then left. I can't say
I can't say I would ever recommend this show to anyone. However, I have had
surprising.
fun watching it. It has just kind of been one of those show up to work, watch an episode, clock out, get paid type of vibes where it's just I watch my weekly episode, I enjoy it, and I don't think about it much more than that because it really is just like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 that I'm just watching because I like it, but it's not like doing anything complicated for me.
Yeah, I guess that show on my list for this season and on yours, I guess technically as well. I don't have much to say about Koisugi Crisis.
Yeah,
Definitely
dude,
just a
great.
clock in, clock out anime.
I understand that. I have liked Kawasugi Crisis a lot more, but I'm group watching it with. I say group watching it. It's just me and Resh, but I'm watching it with someone else, which I feel like enhances the experience for something like this that is just goofy. Like, what's the animal of the week? And then they see the animal and they're like, "It's so cute. I'm gonna fucking die."
Yeah, I would definitely agree that it needs to be better to watch it with someone else. It's just I'm 4 episodes behind. I'm not going to be watching it tonight, so I'm going to be 5 behind tomorrow. And that's going to suck ass. Catching back up with that. It's definitely not like
Yep.
a bingeable show. Speaking of shows that I'm dreading the binge, I am 4 episodes behind on the Kizuna Ai anime, which, man, I hate
I think we
this.
talked about it.
I
Yeah, I
hate
think
this
we
shit
talked about it.
so much.
Uh,
It's
yeah,
just, it's bad.
I'm glad I didn't sign up to watch it because I really considered it because I watched so many like music and idol stuff, and it's not like an exact match to those ideas, but it was still something that was like, if the music's good, this probably fits my like the type of stuff I watch. So I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna wait and see if the music's any good, and yeah, I've heard all the horror stories, and it's like, okay,
Animation looks so weird, like actually.
I've dodged a bullet on that one.
It's just like, man, I don't even know. Maybe something crazy happens in the last like few episodes, and the music gets really good. It won't. It's just yeah, it's not gonna happen. The AniList discussion threads have stopped on episode 7. We're on episode 11 now. It's over for this. Average score 45%. I'm gonna be taking that bitch lower because I'm gonna be one of the few people who actually goes through and finishes this shit. It's just so fucking awful, man. Holy shit. I can't believe what studio put their name on this. There's no way they had anything to do with this.
That is pretty funny. Season 2 of In Another World with My Peak Phone came out.
Have you watched any of it?
Absolutely
That's your
not.
favorite show.
That's what I thought.
Because I want to binge the whole season in one sitting.
I see.
Because I feel like that is the ideal way to watch this type of show.
So you can get through it quickly, so you don't have to ponder the,
no,
the
so I can,
cliffhangers after each episode.
yeah, so I can get everything all at once and really fully absorb the peak.
Oh, okay, understood.
It'll be fun. I mean, I fully expecting it to just be the same as season 1, which I watched very early in anime. I enjoyed. I'll probably be carried by not nostalgia, but that kind of like attachment to like, oh yeah, it's one of my early anime that I watched and enjoyed. But I'm looking forward to that binge. The finale comes out by the time this episode, by the time this episode's posted, it'll have been out for a bit. So
Understandable.
I potentially will have binged it by then. We've also talked about it a decent amount, so we don't have to talk too much because we do want to get to next season. But the new Pokemon anime has been good. If you like Pokemon, you probably will like the new Pokemon anime.
It's so... I've actually been re-listening to some of our older episodes. We talked about this, like, I think it's a little bit before it came out. I was talking about how I wanted them to be dog shit at battling, and I got my wish, I guess.
Yeah.
They are at the absolute starting line. I can tell
no type card.
I can tell that they've been watching their Pokemon YouTubers. They have no idea what they're doing.
Oh my god.
They're in-world
gotta
Pokemon
send them to
YouTubers.
Freeze-Eye or Pokemon.
They're quite literally starting with the level 5 starters and absolutely no knowledge of Pokemon battling.
I will say, nothing had like ticked me off until the latest episode. Spoilers for Pokemon episode 10. The fact that Fuecoco learned a TM through battle was so mind-bogglingly stupid.
Okay, so it's just a TM move, right? It didn't actually learn like what?
Yeah.
It learns.
I mean, I feel like that happens.
It learns Stomping Tantrum in the middle of a battle without the TM.
I feel like that's happened before, though.
I understand. Yeah, I
maybe, but that's stupid.
I feel like this is not that uncommon of a thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's happened.
Because like Pikachu doesn't just learn Iron Tail. I don't remember the
that's true.
term. I don't remember the terms of how Pikachu got Iron Tail. When did he
get Iron Tail?
Like,
it's old. It was like
Shoto or Hoenn. Like, yeah.
But just to give an example, like if Pikachu got Iron Tail totally legitly how it would in the game, then like good on them. But I'm sure it's the same where it just like figured out Iron Tail at some point, and then it's just like this is not how that works. So to me, it's not the most egregious thing, but I do get it. I just think the Pokemon anime kind of ignores the fact that TMs exist. Which is probably
he like purposely put Iron Tail on Pikachu. Actually, I don't know if he used the TM or not.
Did they not show it getting it? Did he just like pack it for a battle? I would see that too.
I'm trying to like read through. So it just doesn't really say. It's just that he's like, oh, Roxanne has rock Pokemon, so I'm gonna teach Pikachu Iron Tail.
Yeah, Iron Tail. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that makes sense. The logic and the strategy is there. If they don't tell us how he got Iron Tail, I guess we can't say it was bullshit. So
yeah, we don't know.
No, he just like he I think I found it. He just like sees a Sentret like using it, so he like teaches his Pikachu to lift a rock with its tail.
Oh my god! All right, you know what? At least he had to work for it.
Yeah, he did. He had to train it.
Whole anime training arc. That's kind of hype. Yeah, the Fuecoco kind of just learned.
It's just started using it. I feel kind of bad. Fucking Liko got stupid ass quick attack on her Sprigato, but this asshole gets Stomping Tantrum for existing.
Yeah. Yeah. I generally agree, but I just think the anime takes liberties with stuff like TMs, and it's like it's on the moveset, so we can teach it to them on, which a little hand wavy perhaps, but whatever.
I hate when it goes out of its way to be incorrect. Like, especially when Bro had Sudowoodo and he terastallizes it into a grass type in front of a Fuecoco. It's like, You're just better off keeping it as a rock type. And he uses Trailblaze. Like, just use Rock Throw again. It's
Yeah.
going to do the same thing.
I
Even better.
I did enjoy the fact that even though it was really dumb that he terrestrialized into grass, sort of a fire type, I liked that we have these trainers who are at level 1 and know nothing basically, and I like that they had Roy be like, well, he's a grass type now, so I can go back to fire move. Because as simple of a thing as it is, I
Ash
feel
would have
like
kept using Stomping Tantrum.
Ash might have kept using Stomping Tantrum. And so I like the fact that they at least set it up in a way where you could show that like there's learning happening here, right? Even if it's like the most basic thing to us.
Yeah. But anyway, off of Pokemon, and this is something that I didn't touch on last time we talked about this because I wanted to wait for more, which was Vinland Saga Season 2. Obviously, I won't go into it much because you haven't watched much of it in your preparation for your binge. But I will say, regardless of whatever happens in the final episode, the payoff was definitely worth it. I still have my qualms with some of the stuff that happened in like the first half that I didn't agree with. But I think the end destination was the second half was fucking fantastic, like all the way through. Yeah, it's just some of the goofy things in the first half that like keeps it from being like, it's really fucking good though. Like maybe like a 9.5 type of thing.
Which is the reason why we saved it for a binge, because I was watching with a few people and we were like, it's kind of slow every week and it's kind of hard to get us together. What if we just saved it for one like super sitting?
Yeah, I would say everything that the first half does is definitely worth sitting through for. Not that I thought it was like boring in the first half or anything, but the second half is just really fucking good, and I'm interested to see where it goes from here.
Fair enough. The only other thing, other than the Kaguya movie,
I still gotta watch that.
I guess
I have like some people I'm supposed to watch that with, and nobody wants to organize anything. So maybe I got to take matters in my own hands.
That's why I kind of just like waved past it, because I didn't realize Daniel hadn't watched it yet either. But I knew Spat probably hadn't. The only other thing I've watched this season is Birdie Wing. I've watched the first half of the season.
Golf anime?
Yeah,
Yes,
Squid Game Golf.
It's, if you like season 1, season 2 is basically more of that. It does this a little bit of spoilers for Birdie Wing, I guess, for anyone who cares. It has this weird like mafia thing that goes on with the show, and I'm not a big fan of like mafia plot lines. It handles it pretty well, but it like comes and goes, which is random mafia shit. And I won't say much more than that, because then I would be getting into like actual story details. But it's definitely a watch. I enjoy watching it. The characters are fun.
Yeah. Speaking of the Mafia, I watched. I'm 3 episodes behind on it, but My Home Hero. It's been alright. It's like it's an anime that it's fine that its production quality is whatever because it doesn't really need it. It's kind of goofy. I don't know. It's basically like there's this dude, average worker guy, and his daughter has an abusive boyfriend who's part of the Yakuza. But he overheard him talking some sort of shit. I don't know. They get into a confrontation. He fucking kills him, and then he's trying to basically cover up that he did this to try and get the Yakuza off of his back, or his family's back. And it's kind of like a mind games type of thing where he has to go through all this bullshit to like make sure he doesn't get caught in this lie and all that, which it's been fine. They've definitely taken some liberties on like how certain things would occur, but I think it's been fine. It's a generally enjoyable watch, and I think the last thing I haven't talked about on my list would be Heavenly Delusion, which has been really fucking good. Like, really good. I think there's just so many, like, the first half, maybe not the first half. It's hard to like a lot of the episodes just feel different from each other, even if we're following the same characters, and we're not like switching worlds or anything. Some of the episodes in this later have been like extremely fucking stellar, and it's just very intriguing to watch every week and just see how things unravel. I thought the name was cool. I'm like, maybe this will be interesting. I didn't expect it to be as interesting as it was. There's a lot going on. Was gonna do a video on it earlier, but I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna say something and then it's gonna change like the day after I post, and it's gonna be really awkward.
It's definitely one of those ones that I looked at first when I was looking through the season way long ago, and I was like, it's either gonna be a banger or something that's just too confusing to catch on. So it's fun that it's I've only really heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's definitely been very good. Yeah,
we kind of skipped over it also, but Dr. Stone has a season, and I skipped over it. I might have zoned out if you guys were talking about it earlier.
No, I was.
I think we like
mentioned it,
lightly. Yeah, we mentioned it, but we didn't say anything about it.
Yeah. The Dr. Stone season to me is kind of like an incomplete grade. I guess I would explain.
Yeah,
I
because
would
it's the
say
first core.
this arc is very good. To me, I reading through it, I like this arc a lot. The first core is kind of as first cores do, setting up the second core. So it's kind of an incomplete. It's been a good core, but until we see the second half, it kind of is just like more Dr. Stone content.
According to the leakers I follow, we'll get that in October.
Okay, so it's split.
Yes, I mean it's typical split core thing, but
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I would think it would be.
Yeah.
The only other thing that we haven't really talked about because none of us have watched it, but I've heard a ton of stuff about is Skip and Loafer.
Isn't that the wait?
Yeah, I've definitely heard a lot about it, and I've seen a lot of people talking about it as well. It's
nothing we can really say about it, but I've heard so much buzz with it that it's just worth noting that anyone watching wonders why we haven't mentioned that. Nobody's watched it here, but I have only heard good things, and it's definitely something that in the future, after it's finished and I'm just looking for something to watch, maybe I'll get around to it.
Yeah,
it seems to have really good reviews. So
there's a world where I picked this up instead of the Kizuna Ai anime, but that's not this world, unfortunately. I just had so many romances. I'm like, I don't need another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, surely I don't need another romance. I probably did. Because it's something that went like under my radar initially. I mean, then by the time I'd like seen it and then people were talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I've already started things. It'd be really awkward to add this in now. Too much stuff.
Yeah.
But
so,
yeah, I don't think we have anything to talk about from this season. Yeah, so we must now look to the next season.
Yeah.
I gotta pick a show to watch. I mean, I followed Oshinoko, so I think I can do one while I keep up with catch up with Attack on Titan and Haikyuu. So I'm not sure what you guys are excited for, but I don't know.
Some of these Daniel and I will be seeing a couple days early, which will be fun.
Oh yeah, you guys have the luxury of.
There's not like a lot of like newer things I'm excited for. This is a lot of there are a lot of second seasons in this.
Yeah, I have not really deep dove into this this season yet, other than some of the stuff I already know about.
Yeah, I've generally picked out the things I'm gonna watch already, I believe.
I think the perfect place to start is with the potential anime of the season, Reborn as a Vending Machine.
Yeah, it's weird that I'm like kind of excited for this one. It's just so fucking stupid.
Really I want to see what the hell is gonna happen.
His name is Boxo? What is this?
Just a vending machine, bro.
I mean, I guess.
What else are you gonna call a vending machine?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Vendo? Yeah, Boxo works.
Where do you see Boxo?
The blonde girl.
on the My Anime List page.
Am
The
I
blonde girl who is the vending
Okay.
machine's partner.
Yeah.
Anime
Yeah,
shows
the main
Anime
character.
shows it as Hakon instead of
Yeah, that's
Bakso.
that's OG before the Isekai
Yeah.
before the Isekai travel. Yeah.
Oh, we do.
No way his name is Boxon. Yeah, this is for whatever reason I'm excited about this, and I actually hope somehow it's a banger.
Somehow, some way.
Maybe it'll join my ranks with In Another World with my smartphone as just like one of the biggest guilty pleasure things I have.
I feel like there's far too much voice talent for this this fucking anime.
That is true. A lot of voice talent. It's kind of cracked.
Yeah, like I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm not complaining, I guess. It's not gonna be good. I want it to be good so bad though, because it'd be really funny to like try and convince people to watch fucking and Reborn as a vending machine.
I want it to be good, and I want you to make a video about it so bad. That just sounds.
I think I might just make one
It's such a
anyway, good or
ridiculous,
bad.
like,
This feels like a must.
The eyes on the vending machine make me very uncomfortable. It's also weird how I watch this. I look at this promo art, and the vending machine might not even be the most out of place character here because there's fucking cowboy guy in the back.
The cowboy guy, there's a fucking bear in a trench coat.
Wait, what?
Promo art looks crazy.
The eyes on the vending
certainly
machine. The eyes
something.
on the vending machine are like ridiculous.
It's
Giant anime eyes.
it's a collaboration between Studio Gokumi and fucking AX Sis, which AX's doesn't seem to have done a whole lot. I feel like they're more of a help. Oh, they're collaborating on two things airing next season actually, which I guess we'll get to the other one later. But actually, you know what? No, fuck, we can get to it right now because we're talking about it. Okay, thank fuck I didn't close out of the other page. You know what? It doesn't matter because I lost it anyway. Okay, back to the vending machine so I can go find that.
Back to the vending machine.
Let's see. The English name is The Dreaming Boy is a Realist, which I have on my plating because it looks cute, I guess. I don't know anything about it. But those same two studios are collaborating on this as well. So
Let me find that because I don't see it.
I think it's my harem itch probably from the tags, I guess.
Yeah, it's fair. So it's probably pretty low on the list.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being too up there.
I don't know. The list feels kind of thin right now.
There's really not a lot airing next season, yeah.
I'm surprised. I feel like it's mostly like sequels and I guess third seasons
there's a ton
of certain shows.
Honestly, I'm looking through. Am I just blind? I can't find it on here. Oh no, I found it. It's if you can find the same line as I don't have Helk on my planning. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I am also adding plannings while we do this because
I didn't realize I didn't have it on there.
that part is just adding all the plannings.
Yeah, if you can find Helk and the Hibike, it's on that line.
Yes. Okay. I will go Helk BK. Is it the Yume Miru?
Yeah, Yume Miru Danshi.
Okay. What's funny is while I was going through putting plans, I planned this without realizing that that's what you were talking about. At like roughly the same time that you mentioned it, I was like, cute enough. I'll put this on planning.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just looked at this for the first time, so
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I didn't read the description.
I'm not gonna read the description soon. This will be one of my rom-coms for this season. I also have the blind girl who forgot her glasses.
Oh, yeah, I read the manga for that. Have you seen any of the PVs for it?
I have not. I just
Holy
know that
shit! Hold on, you gotta give me a. You can talk, but I need to find this Twitter clip. Holy shit!
I just know this is a certified Luke classic, and for that reason, I plan to watch it. Unless it's a disaster, then I might not plan to watch it. But
how do I want to go about finding this?
Those are probably my two only romances I have for this season, I think.
Let's see.
because most of the stuff I care about this season is not romances. Unless vending machine becomes a romance, I'd be down. If the vending machine gets bitches, it becomes a 10.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got one carrying him around the whole time, surely.
It's crazy. In the art, she looks like a little girl, but when I look at like the light novel art, it looks just like a normal, like not adult person, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Fuck,
the art makes it
that's
looks
really...
like art makes it looks like this is like an 8-year-old with a giant vending machine on her back, which would be hilarious.
Oh, I found it.
But then the light novel art is like, nope, it's classic teenage girl.
So, I think the studio that's doing Glasses is like known for going too hard for no reason.
I see.
Dude, this manga does not need this level of, like, on a technical level, what they're doing here is really impressive, but it's too much.
What the hell is it?
So, bro, I'm gonna like throw up. Like the movement is like really nauseating.
The PVs just keep coming out, and every time it just gets more and more
Dude, it's like
insane.
actually like makes me want to like.
I
It's like-
feel bad
Ugh.
because there is so much work put into this.
On a technical level, it's extremely impressive. Should they have done it? No.
Correct. On a technical level, this is really impressive and really smooth and all of
Yeah,
that.
but like yeah. Oh my God.
But what if we didn't? You know, this is a classic like save yourself the work moment.
Yeah, it's just trying to do too much. Yeah.
Why is
Yeah.
Shaq gonna be at fucking AX?
I
Jack,
wait,
Shaq?
surely we're going to find Shaq, right?
he's going.
This just
I think he's gonna be at one of the music things.
Yo,
Got,
oh, you guys gotta take a picture with him.
this just got posted.
Shaq, it, the fuck! I need him with like a cardboard cutout of an anime girl. It'd be so funny.
That's so funny.
You could have him like with the Andrew Tate post where he has like the
Yeah.
shopped in anime girl. Yeah.
That's hype. I'm hyped for the Shaq being in AX. for
So
some reason.
fucking stupid.
There's no universe we should be anywhere near where Shaq is, but
Should have gotten Samuel L. Jackson. He would have come.
back to the season. JJK and Mushoku Tensei have season 2s.
Yes.
Not to say about those.
I mean, I didn't say that you've seen them, then you know.
Yeah, at this point, I haven't read Mushoku. I have read JJK though. They're good shows, and I expect that these will just be more good arcs.
Yes, indeed. I guess speaking, I'm just gonna go over all the fucking like season 2s at this point. Horimiya has its like unadapted content little goofy thing coming out. Should be fun.
All of the content that people hate.
No.
Well, not hate, but that might be a strong way to put it. I just know that people say that the middle stuff in Horimiya is
It just
not the best.
fudges the character work a considerable amount, and like it just stops doing the character work as well, and so it puts them in like this awkward area where some of the characters are like much less likable than they should be because they're just like stopped in the middle of development, or like they had one, like the Hori masochist thing, like we just kind of like never got over that, and neither did the author apparently, because it just kept happening. But yeah, I mean, it depends on what they adapt. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Something that I can't absolutely wait to watch: Rent a Girlfriend season 3. I can't.
Stop.
Man, does Nine Anime have a fucking like? This is what I'm gonna miss Animix, dude, because it had a 4x speed button. Let me fucking tell you, that helps so much with watching Rent a
There's a
Girlfriend.
certain website that has the same thing.
Yeah, I'll have to go look for one, because by God, I'm not watching this on. This is like literally the one thing I will break every rule for besides the drop, because I've read it, so I don't need to. I don't need to watch this in 1x speed. Oh yeah, I use that one every now and then, specifically for Oshinoko, because the one, you know, the main one I use goes down practically. It's really fucking slow when Oshinoko comes out, so I have to jump ship.
That's the one I use. I don't. So
Yeah.
it works.
The second half, it says second season. This is the third season, I guess, technically, of what's it called? Fucking Devil's a Part-Timer. Not looking forward to this because season 2 is ass. So I'm sure season 2 part 2 or season 3 or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
It was like the second part of like the first season, I guess, technically, whatever. It had one extra exclamation point at the end. That's it. That's the difference.
Yeah, I don't know. Not really looking forward to that one, but it exists, and so I'm gonna watch it. Quince has a special coming out from Studio Shaft of all things, a little goofy. I think it's only one episode special. I don't know how long it'll be. I still need to watch the movie, but I've already read the manga, so I'm not like in a big rush. Let's see any other season 2s.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I think me and Water are the only ones watching this. Shout out Water. Spy Classroom season 2.
Yeah.
I guess it's more of like a part 2, honestly.
Was the first season good?
It's not as bad as everyone. We've been down this road before. It had to overcome a really awkward thing with how like in the first arc there is a twist, and that twist you had kind of like two options, and they chose to just go through the arc in the easiest way possible and then do all the build up to the arc afterward, because it's like a very, you can only do that twist in a novel type of thing where you can't see anything happening. But you know, when we're being shown a bunch of stuff, they go through all these training arcs, then we're gonna be really confused if they don't explain the twist. But then it's not a twist if you explain the twist. So it's really awkward, and they had to make a choice, and it really hurt the show for people because there's just no build up to certain things and at the beginning, because they have to put it afterward because of the twist. It's a goofy situation to be in. I enjoyed the second half. I generally enjoyed it all. I liked it. It was fine, like a 7 out of 10 type of thing. We'll see, maybe the second season will slap, but I think it's fine. It's not as bad as everyone says it is.
Yeah, I'm just looking through these and I feel like, I don't know, none of these like super interest me, but maybe I'll just watch like...
Oh, fuck, I forgot this airing. God dang it. Mononogatari is coming back for its second half.
Okay.
Fucking damn it,
There
man.
you go.
Son of a bitch. I guess we actually talked about this earlier. Tonikaku OVAs actually do come out this season, or in the summer season. So that's fun. I guess that's probably why they took so long to get season 2 out, because they were producing a little bit more as well. But I believe that's all the season 2s. Unless I'm blind.
Yeah. Only one I'm interested maybe is like Gene of I don't know. I can't think of anything else. It seems like okay.
I was thinking about binging Masamune-kun so I could watch the second one, because Harem Trash
and
the
I started that
Girls
shit
Keep,
so long ago. I watched like 7 or 8 episodes and I just couldn't finish it. I just got so bored. Like, I don't know. Maybe you might like it.
I'm sure it would be something. I'm not gonna, at this point, I'm not gonna binge it probably. Maybe on the plane to AX. I don't know about that actually. I think if I'm gonna, I'd have to watch something infinitely more normal on a plane. But
nobody, most people are asleep. You'll be fine. But yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm going at like it's a direct flight. It's not like I'm gonna be on a line flight where people need to sleep. But yeah, I don't think I'll be watching that. I have probably better things I could do on a plane. But that exists at least. So I guess we can go over.
The premise of that show was cool, but I don't know. I just didn't.
We can go over some of the newer stuff. The first, I'm just gonna go down the list. I guess we already talked about glasses, but Zom 100 is something that seems people are gonna. It's probably gonna be pretty popular, at least at the start. It seems like it has. It's actually this studio's first anime, which I feel like there's got to be more behind this studio than I'm, initially seeing, but I don't know. Maybe not. I'm gonna look it up actually. Bug Films. So they're only accredited anime. So I don't. I feel like they apparently have more on anime, which this company was involved. Yeah, they've never done like a full anime on the. I guess this is like more like a supporting kind of, what's it called? Supporting studio, but now they're actually going to do something on their own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like they were involved in they were in Summertime Rendering, which I can tell. They probably got some stuff outsourced to them. Yeah, they've had some production assistants and stuff. you can kind of tell, like, if you go onto AniList and you scroll down to like their trailer and just even look at like the character design, you can see it's like somewhat similar. But yeah, they helped in Pokemon and stuff like that. It seemed like a supporting studio that's doing something on their own. That's cool.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks very colorful. I'll say that. For something that's like about zombies and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I don't know. I like the blonde main character. She had like the samurai outfit that looked cool. But I don't know. I don't know anything about this thing, so you have to let me know how it is. I don't know. I'm just looking through some of these. I'm just not. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see. In terms of things I'm watching, I have to go down. It's like Reign of the Seven Spellblades. I don't know if it's like an I think it's a native isekai. But
it looks like a native isekai. It looks like the 7 out of 10 for the season that I need.
Yeah, it'll be. I'm sure it'll be mid as fuck, or maybe it'll slap. Who knows? It's JC staff, so it's either gonna slap or suck ass, and there's no in between. So that should be interesting.
Yeah,
it's gonna have 15 episodes, which is kind of random.
Yeah, 15 is such a weird cutoff.
Yeah. It's definitely not something you see often. We're gonna watch Fate at AX, so that'll be cool.
I'm really excited for Rurouni Kenshin. Talked about that before, though.
Yeah, it's
just a remake, right? Like, it's just a...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I read a manga version of this a while ago. I think it's a light novel first and foremost, but for some reason I guess I was just like looking through random shit to read, and I picked up the manga. It's called Classroom for Heroes. I think it's a native isekai, but it's pretty trash. But
okay. Doesn't have it.
I see it.
Yeah, just out of like obligation because I read a little bit of it one time, then I feel the need to watch it. But yeah, I don't know. It's like typical.
I'm interested. I'll suffer with you.
Typical overpowered main character stuff. The manga had uncensored booba, but I don't think this is gonna have that. So we'll be missing out, I guess. Let's see. Fuck, I didn't accidentally clicked on the thing instead of opening a new tab. It's fine though. Let's see. There's a show from Dogakobo. Let's see, what's this fucking Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence. It looks cute. I will be watching it. I think I've seen art of this floating around. I think it's I want to say the artist is like the same person who does some angel art. Maybe for the manga. Hold on. Yeah, they do illustrations for volume 1, it looks like. And then they also do story and art for another manga that I read but hasn't got an update in like 20 quadrillion years, but it's like the fairy is on what is it? The fairy tale like you goes on assault. So I'm familiar with the artist creator for it. It looks cute, so I'll watch it. This will be one of my romances. I feel like if there's anything that's going to be... I feel like if I'm going to like anything this season a lot, it'll probably be this. I don't know. At least in terms of new things.
That's fair. I don't really know if I see anything new, like actual new, that I'm like, that might be something I really like. I'm sure there will be something, right? There's always at least one.
Let's see. Then after that, My Tiny Senpai, I don't know. It's kind of like My Annoying Senpai, I guess, probably, kind of, but I'll watch it. Fill the romance quota. And then Helk, I'll be watching.
Helk, yep.
Won't be going to the premiere of that, unfortunately, because Dungeon Meshi premiered instead. When does Dungeon Meshi even come out? Because I guess probably, I don't know. Well, I guess we're catching Dungeon Meshi much earlier than we would be Helk. And then after that, Ryza no Atelier.
That's the game, right?
Yeah, I think all I know is I saw
Adaptation.
the PV with her thighs. I'm like, holy shit! They
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
the only thing they need to do right.
I feel like that's all anyone says about the game. So fair enough.
I mean, they knew what they were doing. Is all I'm gonna say. They
Because
got
that's the major appeal. They have to adapt it properly. So I mean,
they,
I guess it makes sense.
fuck, dude, they got me interested.
Okay.
Anyway, if I end up binging Love Live Sunshine, then maybe I'll watch the Love Live Sunshine Isekai. I don't know.
The Love Live Sunshine Isekai is going to be so good. I have full faith. And that being said, I don't know if it's going to have anything to do with Love Live at all. I think it's
I mean,
just gonna be
certainly
the
not.
characters. Yeah, I think it's going to be the characters in Isekai world, which I'm down for.
Because I remember seeing like you all talking about like the April Fools of this a long time ago, and then like suddenly it's a real thing, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, correct. It was an April Fool's, and now it's being made.
It's the fucking thread. First anime to earn $1 yohillion. One.
Yeah, that sounds par for the course. There's also in the world of Love Live, there's a Jujutsu OVA that'll be coming out,
Yeah.
and I don't really know what to expect out of that, but it'll be fun. But
There's
Bandori
another bang dream.
Which will be fun because the group that it's about is the newest group, and
Wait, what's the newest group?
it's the newest Bandori band.
Is it? Do they have a name?
It's Maiko.
Mike. Interesting.
But we don't really know. At least I don't really know anything about them.
Gotcha.
Because I don't play JP, and obviously they're not in EN game or anything yet. So this is going to be
okay.
my and a lot of people's first introduction to this group outside of like random stuff that we've seen. Their music is really good, so I'm really excited for this.
How do you spell the name of the new band?
MYGO. That's it.
Okay.
Crazy.
Nice.
One word.
Okay. I mean, it could be MAIG. You never know. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have some of the Bandori songs on my Spotify and stuff like that from like Roselia and stuff. Yeah. So yeah.
See, Roselia is my favorite.
Yeah, Roselia's they got some bangers. So yeah.
I was just clicking around and I found this thing. It's called Sweet Reincarnation. It looks like the pharmacy one, but with pie.
No.
This dude is literally named Pastry.
No, he's not named.
Paste?
He's named Pastry. Hold on.
Oh, I see it. Is the main character's name Pastry?
Yeah. His name is Pastry, and then one of the girls is called Licorice.
What the fuck? I'm not watching.
Yo, this looks pretty fire. I'm a big cooking guy, so.
Yeah, you gonna watch the cooking isekai? I don't even know if this is an isekai. It's called Sweet Reincarnation. I'm fucking stupid. It's definitely an isekai.
Yeah. I mean,
it didn't say anything about it at the top, but it just didn't hit my brain that I literally called it Sweet Reincarnation.
I hate the names in these isekais, man. I feel like I've said this like maybe a few months ago, but like, they're all so like they're the most like obviously fake, but like trying to be like European names ever. It's just like
and you let the Japanese cook. You know,
yeah,
I'm sure he thought. I think the Japanese probably think pastry is genius.
They're probably popping off for pastry.
Dude, if you look, no, but like they are, but like, dude, the Japanese, some of the pastry shops you see there, they like, because I know, like a bit of a history lesson or whatever. I'm not super knowledgeable about it, but like, there's a lot of contact, at least in the, I think early 1900s with like French chefs and Japanese chefs. So a lot of the techniques move from one to the other, and Japanese pastry shops, like some of them, they look insane. Like some of the stuff they make there is crazy. There's like YouTube channels of like Japanese pastry chefs making stuff as well, and it's pretty up there. So I'm not surprised that there's a show about it, actually, now that I think about it, because
I didn't realize we were gonna get our pastry Japanese pastries.
Yeah, I was not prepared for that.
No, seriously, like they're like scrolling through like YouTube shorts and stuff like that. Like there's some that are like that's art. So I might watch it now that I know it exists because I'm a huge cooking guy. So
Yeah, you'll have
I
to
guess
be the taste tester for Sweet
yeah,
Reincarnation.
I'm scared I might not like it just because like I may not like the actual story of like characters or whatever.
I
But
can't
I don't know.
imagine there's going to be much story going on in Sweet
No, but like
Reincarnation.
yeah, I mean the premise alone is probably not going to be enough. But like we'll see.
I don't know if we brought this up earlier, but I guess one more thing that I kind of just noticed now, um, that I don't know how I feel about, but maybe I'll check out is Liar Liar,
I think
which kind of
I
just looks
thought
Oh,
about it before, but then I think I looked into it and decided no.
Etchy.
it kind of looks like etchy No Game No Life.
I mean, that's
Which
just no game, no
not
life.
not too particularly. Yeah, that's also true. Not too particularly interesting things, but the promo art looks fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll get bored and
This
try it.
looks like what's a cross between Eminence and Shadow and no game, no life from the description.
Yeah, but Eminence and Shadow is goated, so that's a good comp.
Yeah, I didn't care for either of those enemies, so I think I'm gonna be skipping out on Liar Liar.
I probably will too. Maybe I get bored and watch it. It's always a possibility with me that I just randomly pick up something when I'm bored. But
I don't know. Some of the characters look cute. I guess I don't know. I don't think it's worth sitting through something like two. I don't know, the combination of two anime that I didn't care about, which I'm sure it has its own identity, but you know.
I've sat through worse for cute anime girls. But that being said, it's not going on the plan to watch. If it ends up getting watched, my hands are tied. But uh, yeah, I don't really think I see anything. I mean, there's a few interesting ones potentially, but nothing that I'm looking at like, yeah, that's a must watch.
Yeah, like there's My Happy Marriage from Skin Citrus, which like, decent studio, but I don't know if I really feel like watching a pure shoujo. Just felt like, I don't know, arranged marriage ones can be kind of goofy.
Yeah, I about the same. Like if we get halfway through season and everyone's saying this show's the greatest thing to exist, maybe I'll be like, okay, I'll try it. But off rip, it doesn't quite
Yeah.
look like the thing I'm too interested in.
Bleach
know
comes
anything
back.
about this.
I'm not watching Bleach though, so.
I don't know anything about this movie.
Yeah, it's a Mappa movie. It got announced a long time ago. I have it on my planning, but I don't know when we're gonna get it. So that's the main problem. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. It could slap, who knows?
I think I'm looking forward to Reign of the Seven Spellblades. That's the one I'm hoping is my 7 out of 10 banger.
Is it not an isekai? Oh, it's just a school. Okay. Yeah,
it looks like a native isekai.
Yeah, okay. So just a fantasy school thing. This looks cool, actually.
Yeah, whenever we say native isekai, it just means fantasy.
It's just the same thing, yeah. Bro, Harry Potter's a native isekai.
Not even just like fantasy, just the fantasies that are isekais, but they like don't have the isekai. Like the fucking game world fantasies. Like, okay, bud. Like,
oh, sure, yeah, I guess.
It's just isekai with less steps.
Yeah, you could do the exact same anime as an isekai, and you would gain or lose nothing.
No, go ahead.
Is Dungeon Meshi not this season?
No, I think it's fall.
Okay, so we're seeing that like mad early then.
Yeah, that's probably why we're getting one episode instead of two. Like Helk is gonna be 2. Dungeon Meshi, it might not even be. I don't know when the fuck it is, honestly. My assumption is fall.
Yeah, unless it's just not on here because I don't see it, which is fair. I just didn't really think
it's
about it.
2024 winter.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna matter.
Yeah, so we're gonna see episode 1 and then be blue balled for 6 months. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fair enough.
Very cool. Yeah, apparently Shield Hero is premiering at AX, which I don't know if I care enough to go see that, but
I'm pretty sure it conflicts with.
Yeah, if it conflicts with something, I definitely don't care enough. But
Yeah, this
Not that I would go watch it anyway, because I haven't even watched season 2.
yeah, you don't want to watch season 2, so it dodged a bullet there. Is it bad that the show I'm kind of excited most for is the vending machine Isekai?
dude, it looks weird.
At least
I
in terms of
fully
new things.
Bro, his eyes just freak me out. Like
It's just-
the
this
freaking
is
vending
just-
machine eyes.
It's like a level of stupid that I can excuse. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I look at the dumb things and I'm like, nah, man, I don't know, man. No, the novel's on hiatus? No. I can't believe Peak Fiction's on hiatus. That's crazy.
I think I am with you with the vending machine being the thing I'm most excited about. That's not a. Honestly, for me, it might just be no, because the Bandori and Rurouni Kenshin both exist. Either way, it's up there. And I'm fully expecting us to get halfway through the season of this and it to be dog shit, but we're still going to be talking about how it's goat.
I'll be first in line to watch that every single week. It can't possibly be bad. Surely, as long as it's like self-aware, hopefully. If it's like trying its best and it's bad, that's just gonna be rough. But who knows? I would love one day to like just somehow I would like to find the most accomplished author and just tell them to fit a vending machine into a fantasy story and see what they can do with it. Surely this is a monumental What do you even do? I guess she's doing like the most sensible thing you could do is just like take the vending machine with you as a backpack.
I think it just wasn't it. Wait, let me see the actual image. It's like I thought it was like a cart or something.
Nah, she's just carrying
No,
that shit,
this
dude.
is just okay. Never mind. Yeah, it's literally a backpack. I don't know why I thought that was like a wooden like a wooden cart or like a wagon or something. Wow. Okay,
Nah, she's got that shit strapped. That's gotta be bad on the back.
Oh, bad on the back. Do you know how heavy a vending machine is? I'm surprised you can carry that.
And more people die of vending machines than sharks every year on average. They are pretty heavy.
Yeah, that is true.
He could be dangerous. They don't know. I mean, he's definitely going. What the fuck could his powers be as a vending machine? Does he like spawn stuff for them or?
Yeah, bro. Spawns like nourishment, freaking
Nourishment.
water, soda.
They
I don't know.
they gotta restock them.
Yeah, yeah. He has to like consume like metals to restock. I don't know. I actually have no idea.
I guess we'll find out in approximately 19 days.
Yeah, that is something I would not expect anyone to transform into. But there you go. That's a new concept. Wait, wasn't that there that I feel like you watched this, Daniel. The ASMR one. Was it like?
Oh,
yeah.
It was like a microphone or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that's not like an actual journey, but like yeah.
Well, the thing, he was only the dummy head for like one episode. He reincarnated into something different every episode.
I see.
And was put into degenerate situations in all of those episodes. Yeah. Like, episode 1 was the dummy head, but then episode 2, he was a girl's bike seat. So yeah, one of those kind of shows. He reincarnated as a chicken, and then he got killed, and then he was the fried chicken, and then he got eaten. It was a weird show, to put it lightly. Someone says the vending machine will be slightly better than that, somehow. But yeah, I think that is everything. I can't possibly imagine we have anything else to talk about here.
I don't think so.
If there's something we missed, then let us know, but I can't, I'm looking through here, and I'm not gonna lie, I think we got everything probably we're talking about.
Yeah, I think the one I'm excited about, actually, unironically, is that pastry one. That looks cool. That's a premise that I like, so I think that's the one that I might watch.
All right, I'm glad all the shitty isekais are the ones that are exciting us the most.
Yeah, apparently. I'm surprised you didn't say the one you were most excited about was the Atelier Ryza one. You sounded pretty excited.
I just don't have anything else. I mean, I don't know. Because I know with the vending machine, that's going to be just genuinely fucking stupid. I have no idea what this is, other than this girl has insane thighs.
Insane. Okay, sure, yeah.
No, hold on. I gotta find the PV now. Hold on. Fucking Ryza alt here. PV. Hold on. I apologize to the audio people. I gotta find this shit and it might make noise.
I mean, that's what she's literally famous for.
Bro, that's
is
like all
having
I hear about with
inside
that game.
game.
Like I don't even know. Like I
Yeah.
know the game is like a series, right? There's
Okay,
a
I
Atelier
found a
series.
YouTube video. It's the trailer, but only the best parts. So surely it's gonna. All right, maybe I heard a little goofy thing. I'm gonna turn the volume down. I'll send it to you all. I don't even know if it has it in here, but surely it does. There you go. I'm gonna watch through this.
But only the best parts? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Okay. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
her. Oh, nice. 10 seconds in? Okay. All right. Yeah. It's very obvious who this is being marketed to, so
Yeah.
you have fun with this one. I'm gonna skip it, but
Hey, you know what? They got me. I'm in.
yeah.
It just you feel like that sometimes.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm into.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough,
Let's
fair
go.
I'm a hater.
You're not a thigh guy.
No, it's not I'm a hater. It's just I don't know. I'm always skeptical about these like games like
I
going to
mean-
anime. If it's good, you let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know if there's anything else to look forward to besides the lower half there. Anyway, that we got it in the episode here. It's over.
All right.
If you enjoyed this episode, then you should subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow us on whatever audio only platform you're on. If you want to go from audio only to the YouTube, you can look up Is the Order Anime Podcast. We're going to be the only one. You can do the exact same thing on whatever platform you're on, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Wait, nah, okay. I had an idea and I fucked it up. I don't know. I tried to go off script. Didn't work. Anyway, in the description, there's a link or some shit. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. EST, there will be a brand spanking new episode for you to watch. So yeah, I hope to see you in another episode. Thank you and goodbye.